Hello everyone, I'm Manju Sharma from Suresh Kanviyar University, Jagatpura, Jaipur, School of Agriculture. We will discuss about diseases of field and horticultural crops and their management. So today we will discuss about diseases of onion. First disease is the purple blotch. Causal organism is Alternaria pori. So, what are the symptoms of the disease? Symptoms: minute whitish dot on the leaves with irregular chlorotic areas on tip portions. Circular to oblong concentric velvety rings appear in the chlorotic area. Sometimes yellow halo is seen around lesions. Spores, colons, and leaves die from tip backward. Then diseased leaves break at point of infection and then hang down. Infection also seen on outer scales of bulb, seed stalk and neck. Severely infected crop dries up. Bulbs become dry and peppery. These are the symptoms of the diseases purple blotch. So here like blackish or purple in color. Survival and spread of pathogen. Primary conidia is infected plant debris or seed bulbs. Secondary is wind-borne conidia. Favorable conditions: warm, humid weather with rains or dew. And then thrives infestation. How we can manage the disease, purple blotch disease? Management: select healthy bulbs for planting and bulb treatment with mancozeb or Thiarum 0.25% solution. Then seed treatment with Thiarum 3 gram per kg of seed. Then we have to spray of mancozeb 0.2% or chlorothalonil 0.2% and manage thrips by insecticide. So by using these management, we can manage the disease of onion purple blotch disease. Next disease is the smudge disease. Smudge disease causal organism is Coletrotrichum circense. The symptoms are like chiefly a disease of scales of bulb. Red scale onions are usually resistant to the smudge due to the presence of protocatenic acid and the catechol. Damping of in seed bed under wet and warm conditions. Disease appears at all stages and also during storage and transportation. Subcircular dark green to almost black smudge appear on the bulb, neck or green leaves that are clinging to bulb after digging. Then circular lesions with concentric rings of dark stromata and mycelium appears on leaves. Small, sunken and yellow lesions on inner scales, pinkish mass of fungal growth on lesions under humid conditions. So these are the symptoms of the disease onion or smut disease. Like these are the these are the symptoms. There are blackish color spots, survival and spread, like primary stomata in infected plant debris or soil, secondary wind-borne conidia, favorable conditions like wet soils with a temperature of 26 degrees centigrade. How we can manage the disease? So, management resistant varieties like Nasik Red, Pusa Ratna, and Pusa Red. These are the resistant variety for the isthmus disease of onion. Protection of bulbs from rains after harvest. Bulbs should be dried properly before storage by hot air at 37 to 48 degree centigrade. Then we have to spray of GNAP or Captain. It should be 0.2% before harvest of crop. Next disease is the smut disease of onion. Causal organisms are Urocytes, Cipelu. The symptoms are like fungus attacks cotyledons of young plants soon after their emergence, causing dark, elongated, eruptive spots. Then, on older leaves, the lesions may extend from base to the tip and appear as blisters. Lesions develop into thickened areas of several in size. Lesions burst open, releasing masses of black isthmus spores. Severely affected plants killed within 3 to 4 weeks of emergence. Then, surviving plants are stunned with stout, brittle, distorted leaves bearing lesions throughout their length. Then numerous blisters appears on leaves and bulb scales of mature plants which rupture to expose masses of black powdery spores. Like these are the symptoms of the disease or smut disease. So, by this disease or due to this disease, the yield of the onion will be very less. Survival and spread, primary like spore balls in soil and seed bulbs, secondary wind blown soil and surface water having smut spores, favorable conditions, optimum temperature of 10 to 20 degrees centigrade, and the plant is susceptible for 2 to 3 weeks from the sowing. Then their management like seed treatment with theorem 3 gram per kg seed before sowing in nursery, crop rotation and use of disease free seedling and seed bulbs. Then furrow application of sulfur dust 100 kg per hectare. Cultivar hardy white bunching is resistant variety. Then we have to spray with Captain 0.2% along with a sticker. So this is all about the diseases of onion. Then the next topic that will be diseases of tomato. Now uh, let's start. The next crop is the diseases of tomato. So first disease is the Septoria leaf spot. The causal organism is Septoria lycopersicki. So what are the symptoms? Like less vigorous plants are usually affected. Small, round to irregular spores with a gray center and dark margin on leaves. Spores usually start on lower leaves and gradually advance upward. Spores, columns, and leaves are blighted. Complete defoliation of affected leaves. Then, stems and flowers are sometimes attacked, and the fruits are rarely attacked. These are the spores or Septoria leaf spore. Survival and spread, like mycelium or conidia in Puccinedia in infected plant debris on solanaceous weeds. Secondary, like conidia throat, ran splash or wind, and also by slimy conidia sticking onto hands and clothing of tomato pickers. Favorable conditions like poor vigor of plants due to nutrient inadequacy or in late season. High humidity or persistent dew at 25 degrees centigrade, then moist weather with intermittent showers. So these are the favorable conditions for the pathogen. And like crop rotation with non-host crops, destroy infected crop debris, seed treatment with mancozeb or GNAP 2 gram per kg of seed. Spray GNAP 0.2% or mancozeb 0.2% at 10 days interval. And the resistant variety is tomato line PI 422397. It is a resistant for the Septoria leaf spot disease. Then damping of disease. The causal organism is Phythium apinidermatum. Like symptoms are like damping of tomato occurs in two stages, pre-emergence and post-emergence phase. Pre-emergence phase, that means the seedlings are killed just before they reach the soil surface. That's why it is pre-emergence, because it will be caused during the early stage after sowing. So the young radicle and plumule are killed, and there is complete rotting of the seedlings. Post-emergence phase, which characterized by the infection of the young juvenile tissues of the collar at the ground level, so the infected tissues become soft and water soaked, and the seedlings topple over a collapse. So these are the symptoms. Here the seedling is died. Mode of spread and survival. So all the causal organisms are soil inhabitants and they build up in soil with the available host. Generally, these pathogens have wide host range. Then management used raised seed bed, provide light but frequent irrigation for better drainage, drench with copper oxychloride 2%, Bordex mixture 1%, seed treatment with fungal culture, Trichoderma viride 4 gram per kg of seed or Thiarum 3 gram per kg of seed is the only preventative measure to control the pre-emergence damping phase, and spray 0.2% of metal exile when there is the cloudy weather. So these all are the treatment for damping of disease of tomato. Next is the early blight. Causal organism is Alternaria solani. Symptoms are like this is a common disease of tomato occurring on the foliage at any stage of the growth. The fungus attacks the foliage causing characteristics leaf spot and blight. Early blight is first observed on the plants as small black lesions, mostly on the older foliage. So the spores will be enlarged, and by the time they are 1/4 inch in diameter or larger, concentric rings in bulb rings in bull eyes pattern can be seen in the center of the diseased area. Then the lesions on the stems are similar to those on leaves. Sometimes the girdling the plant if they occur near the soil line. Like these are the symptoms of the disease by which we can identify survival and spread of pathogen. Like primary, the fungus spends the winter in infected plant debris or in on the soil whether it can survive at least one and perhaps several years. It can't also be seed borne. Secondary, like the spores are transported by water, wind, insect, other animal, including man and machinery. Favorable conditions are like warm, rainy and wet weather will be favorable for the pathogen. Then their management, removal and destruction of crop debris, practicing crop rotation which helps to minimize the disease, spray the crop with mancozeb 0.2% with for effective disease control. Tomato leaf curl. This is the virus disease or viral disease. The causal organism is tomato leaf curl virus. So the symptoms are like leaf curl disease is characterized by severe stunning of the plants with downward rolling and crinkling of the leaves. So the newly emerging leaves exhibit slight yellow coloration and later they also show curling symptoms. Older leaves become leathery and brittle. The nodes and internodes are significantly reduced in size. The infected plant look pale and produce more lateral branches, giving a bushy appearance. Like that, the size of the leaves is very small and the leaves are wrinkled. Like that. Favorable conditions like white fly is the vector for transmitting of leaf curl virus. Their management like keep yellow sticky traps 12 per hectare to monitor the white fly, raise barrier crops, cereals around the field and removal of weed host. So the protected nursery in net house or in greenhouse spray imidacloprid 0.05% or dimethoate 0.05% or dimethoate 0.05% 15, 25, 14, 5 days after transplanting to control vector. And then mosaic disease of tomato, which caused by the tomato mosaic virus. The symptoms are like disease characterized by light and dark green mottling on the leaves, often accompanied by wilting of young leaves in sunny days when the plants first become infected. So the leaflets of affected leaves are usually distorted, puckered, and smaller than the normal. The affected plant appears stunned, pale green, and spindly. So these are the symptoms like a leaf will be curled, the size of the leaf will be short as compared to the another leaves and yellow color spots will be there. Survival. The virus is spread by contact with clothes, hands of working labor, touching of infected plants with healthy loss, plant debris, and the implantation or implements. So their management, like we have to select disease-free plants for showing, shocking of the seed in a solution of trisodium phosphate 90 gram per liter. The seeds should be thoroughly rinsed and dried in shade. In the nursery, all the infected plants should be removed carefully and then destroyed. And ultimately, we have to apply crop rotation with crops other than tobacco, potato, chili, capsicum, brinjal, etc. should be undertaken. So this is all about diseases of tomato and onion. Thank you. Hello everyone. Myself Manju Sharma from Suresh Ganviar University, School of Agriculture. Today we are going to start about diseases of turmeric. Basically, turmeric, which also used as a spices or in medicines. Okay, so basically there are two types of disease which mainly occur in turmeric, that is rhizome rot or leaf spot. So let's come to the rhizome rot disease of turmeric, which caused by Phythium graminecolum. So it is starting from the margins, the leaves get dried up, collar region of pseudostem. Pseudostem becomes soft and water soaked and plants collapse. So the rhizome decay as a result of the attack of the fungus. So basically, these are the symptoms of rhizome rot disease of turmeric, in which you can see like the roots of the plants which are not uh, not healthy, and the leaves are also dried. Okay, basically the rhizome, these are the root like structure. Okay, that's why it is a name given rhizome, like there is the modification in the root, and these are the different types of roots. So the rhizome decay as a result of the attack of the fungus. So these are the symptoms of the rhizome rot disease of turmeric. Disease cycle, like the pathogen is soil borne, therefore primary inoculum comes from soil. Pathogen is soil borne. That means the inoculum or the starting of the disease, which will be occur from the soil or due to the soil, the disease will be there. So it is soil borne disease. Infected rhizomes used for seed purpose may also transmit the disease. Infected rhizomes which used for seed purpose may also transmit the disease. Irrigation water from diseased field helps in the spread of the disease. Irrigation water from diseased field, which will be helps in the spread of the disease, because due to the water or with the water, the pathogen which can move from one place to another place, so this kind it will be infect the other plants. Other plant in the sense like whenever the water will be moved from one place to another place or from one field to another field, then the pathogen will be also move from there, and this kind it will be infect the other plants or other field. Management: seed material should be selected from disease free area, like the area where the particular disease is not occur, then only from that place we have to collect the seed material. Avoid water stagnation in the field. Stagnation, that means water should not be there only in a particular area, that is called water stagnation. Because if in a particular area, if water stagnation will be there in that areas, the disease will be occur more. Okay, so we have to avoid water stagnation in the field. Light soil may be preferred and drainage facility to be ensured. Grow tolerant varieties like Suguna and Sudarshan. So these are the tolerant varieties for the rhizome rot disease. of turmeric. So we have to grow these variety by which we can manage the disease rhizome rot disease. Crop rotation to be followed. Deep plug in summer, and during the summer season we have to deep plug because due to the exposure in the sunlight, basically the pathogen which will be like destroyed from the field, or due to the high temperature the pathogen can't survive there. That's why summer plugging, by which we can manage different types of disease. So planting is to be done in ridge and furrow method. Like we have to form ridges and then furrows. So due to this, water stagnation problem will be not there. That's why we can also manage the disease. Remove diseased plants and the soil around plants to be drained with mancozeb. It should be 3 gram per liter or 3 gram Vidomil MZ. Spray the crop with mancozeb 2.5 gram per liter or carbendazim 1 gram per liter or 1 ml sandovit. So by using these chemicals, or by using these types of different types of management, we can manage the disease. After that, the another disease is the leaf spot, which goes by Coleotrichum capsicum. Oblong brown spots with gray centers are found on leaves. So the spores are about 4 to 5 centimeter in length and 2 to 3 centimeter in width. That means like the leaf spore. So basically the color of the leaf spot will be gray in the color, or in the center. Basically the gray color will be there, and the spores are about 4 to 5 centimeter in length and 2 to 3 centimeter in width. So in advanced stages of disease, black dots representing fungal acerbi occur in concentric rings on spore. So the gray center become thin and then they will be get steered. Okay. So severely infected leaves dry and wilt. So they are surrounded by yellow halos. So indefinite number of spores may be found on a single leaf, and as the disease advances, spores enlarge and cover a major portion of leaf blade. So these are the symptoms of the leaf spot disease of turmeric. These are the spots basically in the center. The color of the spots is gray in color. Okay. So slowly the spots which will be like larger in the size, and slowly the complete leaf or the whole leaf which will be dry, and then it will be fall down because all type of nutrients which we are providing to the crop, then they all will be utilized by the pathogen. Okay. And the pathogen which will be inward, and it will be spread in the complete leaf, and after that the leaves are dry, and then it will be fold down. So basically only these sport which will be large in the size continuously, and that's type the complete leaf or the whole leaf which will be dry. Favorable conditions for the pathogen. Like the disease is usually the disease is usually appears in October and November. Relative humidity of 80% and temperatures of 21 to 23 degrees centigrade, which favors the primary infection. So basically October and November, this time which will be a favorable pathogen, or only in that time the pathogen which will be grow easily, and the relative humidity of 80% and the temperature is 21 to 23 degrees centigrade, which favors the primary infection. So during this season this disease will be occur more. After that, disease cycle. So the fungus is carried on the scale of rhizome, which are the source of primary infection during the sowing. The secondary spread is by wind, water, and other physical and biological agent. So the same pathogen is also reported. The same pathogen is also reported to cause leaf spot and fruit rot of chili, where it is transmitted through seed-borne infection. Like same pathogen which can cause the different disease in different plants. Okay, so the same pathogen which cause the leaf spot in turmeric, it will be also cause the other diseases. So if chili is grown in nearby field or used in crop rotation with turmeric, the pathogen perpetuates easily, building up inoculum potential for epiphytotic count breaks. So that is the disease cycle of the pathogen. The same pathogen which can cause different disease in different plants. So, like the same pathogen, those can cause the disease in both the crops, like in chili also or in turmeric. That's why if chili is in nearby field, then we have to apply the crop rotation, because in the absence of turmeric or during the off season of turmeric, the pathogen those can easily survive on the chili crop also, or it will be also cause a disease. So like if chili is in nearby field, then we have to apply the crop rotation, otherwise the chili crop which will be act as a host. Okay, so the pathogen perforates easily, building up inoculum potential for epiphytotic breaks. Their management, like select the seed material from disease free areas. Select the material from disease free areas by which we can overcome the effect of disease. So, treat treat material with mancozeb 3 gram per liter of water or carbendazim 1 gram per liter of water for 30 minutes and shade dry before the sowing. And we have to spray of mancozeb 2.5 gram per liter of water or carbendazim 1 gram per liter 2 to 3 spray of fortnight intervals. So the infected and dried leaves should be collected and burned in order to reduce the inoculum source in the field. Spraying Bleetox or blue copper at 3 gram per liter of water was found effective against leaf spot. Crop rotation should be followed whenever it is possible. Then cultivate tolerant varieties like Shuguna and Sudarshan. We have to grow to outbreak the disease and we have to apply the crop rotation. After that, diseases of onion. So the first disease of onion is the purple blotch disease. So the causal organism of purple blotch, that is Alternaria puri. Symptoms are like minute whitish dot on the leaves with irregular chlorotic areas on tip portion. Like minute dot like structure will be found, and basically it will be irregular chlorotic areas. So the color of the leaves is changed during the disease purple blotch. Circulate to oblong concentric velvety ring appear in the chlorotic area. Sometimes yellow halo is seen around the lesions. Spores coleus and leaves die from tip backward. Diseased leaves which break at point of infection and then they will be hang down because the spores are continuously appear. So due to this the diseased leaves will be break at the point of infection. Okay, so this kind the leaves will be not there if this disease will be long. So spores are coleus and leaves die from tip backward. Diseased leaves breaks at point of infection. Infection also seen on outer scales of bulb, seed stalk and neck. So severely infected crop dries up and bulbs become dry and papery. Like these are the symptoms of purple blotch disease of onion. Okay, like that, this kind of symptoms will be appear, and continuously the symptoms will be like that, and the leaves will be fold down, because due to these types of sport, the sports will be enlarged in size, and this kind, the complete leaf will be dry and it will be break down. Survival and spread. So basically, these are the primary and secondary. So in primary, like conidia in infected plant debris or seed bulb, and the secondary are wind-borne conidia. So due to this kind, basically the pathogen will be spread. Then the favorable conditions, like warm humid weather with rains or dew thrives infestation, and due to this the disease will be also spread. Their management, like we have to select healthy bulbs for planting, and bulb treatment with mancozeb or thiarum. It is 0.25% solution. Seed treatment with thiarum, 3 gram per kg of seed, and we have to spray of mancozeb. It should be 0.2%, or chlorothalonil 0.2%. And we have to manage the thrips by insecticide. So this kind we can manage the disease of onion. Then the next disease is the smudge disease of onion. The causal organism is Colletotrichum circenses. The symptoms are like chiefly a disease of scales of bulb. Red scaled onions are usually resistant to the smudge due to the presence of protocatechetinic acid and catechol. Basically, there are two types of acid which is secreted from onion. Damping off in seed bed under wet and warm conditions. Disease appears Disease appears at all stages and also during storage and transportation. Subcuticular dark green to almost black smudge appear on the bulb, neck, or green leaves that are clinging to bulb after digging, and then circular lesions with concentric rings of dark stromata and mycelium. So the circular lesions will concentric rings of dark stomata and mycelium appears on leaves. Small sunken and yellow lesions of inner scales will be there, and pinkish mass of fungal spores with fungal growth on lesions under the humid condition. So these are the symptoms of the disease, and that is the isthmus disease of onion. And basically, this disease is common disease. Spread and survival, like primary stomata in infected plant debris or soil, secondary wind-borne conidia, and favorable conditions. Wet soils with a temperature of 26 degree centigrade. Then their management. So we have to manage the resistant varieties, that is the Nasik Red, Pusa Ratna and Pusa Red. Protection of bulbs from rains after harvest. Bulbs should be dried properly before storage by hot aim by hot air at the 37 to 38 degrees centigrade, 48 degrees centigrade, and then spray of Ginep or Captain 0.2%, and before harvest of crop we have to spray of Ginep or Captain, by which we can remove the contamination. Those are feeding and those are living in the soil. So after the harvest we have to apply these all things. Then Ismut disease. So the causal organism, that is Urocytis cipuli. The symptoms are like fungus attack, cotyledon of young plants soon after their emergence, causing dark, elongated, eruptive spots. So on older leaves, the lesions may extend from the base of the tip and appear as blisters. The lesions develop into thickness areas of several minimum mm. Lesions burst open, releasing masses of black isthmus spores. Severely affected plants killed within 3 to 4 weeks of emergence. Then surviving plant severely affected plants killed within 3 to 4 weeks of emergence. Surviving plants are stunned with stout, brittle, distorted leaves bearing lesions throughout their length. So, the numerous blisters appear on the leaves and bulb scales of mature plants, which rupture to expose masses of black powdery spores. So these are the spores of the sorry symptoms of the disease. Survival and spread, like primary spore bolts in soil and seed bulb, secondary wind blown soil and surface water having isthmus spores, favorable conditions like optimum temperature of 10 to 20 degrees centigrade, and then plants are susceptible for 2 to 3 weeks from sowing. Their management. Like we have to manage the disease by seed treatment with theorem. It is 3 gram per kg seed before sowing in nursery, crop rotation and use of disease free seedling and seed ball. Then furrow application of sulfur dust, it is 100 kg per hectare. Cultivar hardy, wide, bunching is resistant, and spray with Captain. It should be 0.2 gram, 0.2% along with the sticker, and we have to cultivar hardy white bunching because it is a resistant variety of onion for the disease. Thank you.